Recently, I've gotten a bit burnt out on my maxed Iron Man, and I realized that I don't actually have a main. And so, to rectify this issue, I decided to speedrun my way to the Completionist Cape from scratch. The rules are simple. No accepting free stuff, no getting carried by others, and no merging. Basically, I'm playing an Iron Man who can use the GE, okay? Well, what are we waiting for then? Let's get right into it. Okay, I'm happy. This is me. We're going to be... Hey, let's see. I skipped the tutorial. Aha! Skip the tutorial. Yes! Alright, listen up, maggots. If we are to get the Completionist Cape, then we need a plan. The Completionist Cape has 100 different requirements, including leveling every skill to max level and completing every quest in the game. And the worst part? There are more requirements being added with every single update. So our plan better be unique, incredible, never before seen! Oh, we're just doing early game quests. Just like every new account ever. Okay, let me explain. There's a good reason why we're doing early game quests to start with. In fact, there are 3 good reasons for it. The first one is that the XP we get from these quests let us skip early levels that are notoriously slow, especially for certain skills. The second reason is that every 25 quest points, we can visit May south of Varrock and she will give us a die. These dice are guaranteed to contain a lot of money and also a chance for a treasure trail unique, which is usually worth about 1 million GP. Finally, the third reason is that, well, we need to complete every quest in the game anyway, so might as well knock them out when they are the most useful. So after battling it out with the interface... Oh, come on, man, what the heck? We finally got started on our questing journey. I quickly got annoyed by the lack of Surge and made my way to Birthorpe. In case you don't know, Surge is an ability you unlock at 5 agility, and it allows you to, well, surge forward up to 10 tiles, which is obviously very useful for getting around. Seriously, how do old school players live without Surge? I don't understand. With Surge unlocked, I realized that I should probably buy membership, since, you know, you can't get the Completionist Cape without being a member. With my wallet lighter, I continued training agility for reasons. Very good reasons, I'm sure. The first thing I did with my 10 agility was to surge 1 tile, completely, 100% on purpose. And then I didn't die to the Death Plateau boss, because my footage got corrupted, therefore it didn't happen. Since I was in the area, I decided to do the Necromancy tutorial quest, but that also got corrupted. Man, this YouTube thing is going so well. While I set up my hotkeys and tried to figure out what kept corrupting my recordings, I visited the cave in the city of to terrorize the local ghostly population for some cheap early combat levels. I left with 8 necromancy and 6 defense. With my newfound power, I headed straight back to Death Plateau and enacted sweet revenge on the unsuspecting level 9 troll. Once I completed the quest, I decided to try delivering some supplies to the troll ambush squad, because you know what they say, you take my eye and I take your entire world, level 9 troll. Assured I have asserted sufficient dominance over the trolls, I got back to questing. At least until I remembered that I am not an Iron Man, which means that I have access to a feature that I haven't used in about a decade. I am of course talking about the Grand Exchange. It's a place of money and wonder and money. Whether it's about selling your loot from Slayer or buying a chili potato for 1 million GP, the Grand Exchange has you covered. Now, I haven't used this place for years because I've only played Iron Man for the last 6 years or so. The main reason was Treasure Hunter, of course, which, by the way, is gone now. Irregardless, it honestly felt alien to use the GE at this point. It's crazy, you can just sell your things for money? What the heck? Culture shock aside, we will be using the Grand Exchange to its full potential on our journey to the Completionist Cape. But not right now. Right now, it's time for more quests. Oh, and don't forget your god statues. Just don't die on your way to Yanil if you happen to forget about the Edgeville lever. By now, we have actually gotten more than 25 quest points. And so, we got to claim our first die from May. A 1 mil item. Nice. It was time for some upgrades. We got ourselves a shiny new Amulet of Glory and a Ring of Wealth, as well as some cheap food. So why do we need these upgrades? It's also we can complete what's probably the most overpowered early game quest in RuneScape. I actually tried to complete it right as I started this account, but I kind of forgot to account for the zombies. If you play RuneScape, then you most likely already know which quest I'm talking about. That's right, we are going to be building a fort. The New Foundations is a quest where you beat up some zombies squatting in what used to be the sawmill north of Varrock. And then, like a true colonialist, you build a fort on their dead remains. Undead remains? Re-dead remains. Right next to what is called the Wilderness today, but used to be called Forintry. Fort Forintry is an all-purpose skilling hub that has everything from a range and a furnace to an altar and even a fletching table. Provided you actually build everything, of course. The quest itself has you building just the workshop and the walls, but you're free to build more afterwards. So why is this quest so overpowered? Well, that's because you gain an insane amount of construction XP just by building the foundation during the quest. We got from level 12 all the way to... It's still going. It's still going! What the 44 construction? Yeah, it's kind of crazy how overpowered it is. But hey, this is a speedrun. We don't mind overpowered tech here. Anyway, this concludes the first episode of the Comp Cape Speedrun. In this episode, we completed 17 quests and 2 mini-quests, gained 173 levels, became eternal enemies with all of Trollkind, and built ourselves a beautiful pillow fort. Out of stone and bricks, because we didn't have any pillows. In the next episode, I will be unveiling the second step of the plan to obtain the Completionist Cape. What? You thought early game quests were my entire plan? Buddy, that's just the first step of my master plan. And if you want to see the next one, well, I guess you just have to subscribe. You don't have a choice now.